Hello Spazites and welcome back once again to the channel. This is Gizmo Spaz. Did I just hear something? Thought I just heard a noise while I was doing my intro, but that's okay. Anyway, as you can see, we have before us the Mega Construx Pokemon Gyarados. Can't see the Gyarados. This box is too big, 352 pieces. The Gyarados is a massive set that is completely bonkers. I love this thing. It's a gorgeous set. It looks a lot like the character. The coolest thing about buildable blocks, like Mega Construx, once known as Mega Blocks. I know I keep saying that, but if you're new to the channel, that's what used to be Mega Blocks, Mega Construx. Anyway, the coolest thing about buildable blocks is the larger the figure, the more detail you can add with the smaller parts, which is really cool. So then your creations start to look more and more like what they're based off of, which is just really awesome. Anyway, let's get down to the review. Here we have it all built up. As you can see, I've had to zoom out a lot, so I've got a lot of my other stuff in the background there. But let's start with the base. Let's take him off the base here. Whoops, that's not good. Come on, just come off the base. Okay, there. I think that's off the base. I think those were there already. He does not stand up well on his own, so I'm going to lay him down over here. We're going to go over the base. First, we have the Ultra Ball, also known as the Hyper Ball. As you can see by the H emblazoned on the top of it. I don't know why it got changed to the Ultra Ball in the United States, except for if you take the bottom half of the H off, that looks kind of like a U. Anyway, this is our little Ultra Ball. It's adorable and awesome, and let me zoom right in on that sucker. Look at that. You need to get a big... That needs to take up your whole screen. I hope you got like 30-inch monitors at home. This ball is like larger than what a real Pokeball would be. Anyway. Okay, there. Okay, so there we have the Ultra Ball. There's a little stand for it. Now this is a really cool display. I'm going to zoom out a little because it's rather large. There's a lot of clear water type elements here. I think it's made up of one, two, let me just look at the bottom here. Oh, it's only made up of two of the oddly shaped, I cannot talk right now. Lots of clear, cool pieces here. Lots of water element here. You've got a couple of splashes. There's white sea foam coming from the water itself. So whoever designed this particular base put a lot of thought into the detail for it. So I'm impressed by this base. I love the little rock outcroppings, like, you know, if it's kind of near the shore or if it's in a rocky shoal, I think that would be the proper term for it. Here's your little base for your Pokeball there. Overall, really great base. I like it. It fits well with all the previous bases from the previous sets, which is really cool, especially the War Turtle set. I'm just now noticing that the Squirtle set does not have any water elements as far as the base goes, which is a little bit disappointing. It's got a sand element. But anyway, let's get on to the Gyarados, the meat of this review. We have our giant Gyarados. I'm going to zoom back out because, whoops, wrong way. Because he is like an arm length here. He's very poseable. He's got multiple ball joints. And I'm just going to straighten him out here for a minute to show you just how long and large this thing is. There you go. Okay, that's full screen. There we go. He's got one part for the tail, then he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 separate body parts, and then you've got his head up here on the end. So that's a total of like 9 different sections. Now a couple of these you built at the same time. I think 1, 2, 3. Nope, because even some of these are different. So they each got their own. I know at least 2 of these were the same. And they got, other than that, most of these sections got their own instructions to build. So there was no cutting corners with the instructions on this. His tail goes up and down. All of the other sections are on ball joints. so they can go any direction you want, and you can also twist them so to give him even more posability options. Even his head, let's see, even his head is on a ball joint. I'm going to see if I can focus that in a little bit. My only problem with this set is that his fins, the way they're built, they don't look good from one side. They only look good from one side. So that was a little disappointing. I do realize that there are some limitations with these, you know, buildable elements. This on the side of his neck here is just a little bit flimsy. I'm a little worried that it will come off easily. This is the thing I'm most disappointed at. These just pop out really easily, his whiskers. And now they don't want to go back in. Yeah, that one's even more loose. I knew one of them was even more loose. I don't know if it's an element like the little tube that it goes in is not up to specs or what, but this is a really cool figure. Also, just like in his video game, this is as closed as his mouth can go. His mouth cannot close any more than that because of the way it's built and designed. Of course, I think that's pretty much how he looks in the video game, so it's not a big deal. It looks really awesome. Otherwise, he's got his awesome fins. Gyarados is awesome. I highly recommend this set for only $30. It is an awesome set. It's got 352 pieces. That's cheaper than most Lego sets at that same pace count. A Lego set at 352 pieces would be closer to $40, especially if it was a licensed set. So the fact that this is only 30 bucks at 350 pieces, that is an awesome deal in my book. Now, you are paying for quality when you go for Lego. Not that this isn't quality. Someone put a lot of time into creating this. But it is Mega Construx, and they aren't quite as high quality as Lego. Now, I'm not going to bash them because I really love this set. Everything they're doing is legitimate and legal. You know, they have the licensing for this, and they've done a darn good job on all these figures. So, you know, the people over at Mega Bloks, Mega Construx, you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. I hope that these Pokemon sets sell really well because I cannot wait to see what we get for Series 2. Let's see if I can get him back on his display base. He is a little front heavy, so he doesn't like to, he does not want to go back on his display base. I was pretty sure he was on there like that. Okay, I'll have to do that a little later then after I finish filming, because we are at almost 8 minutes and I do not want to spend too much time. I just want to give you one last look here is Gyarados compared to Magikarp. There's our little Magikarp figure. I'm going to zoom in so you can see how Magikarp is a lot smaller than even just the head of Gyarados, which he looks a little shocked there. Magikarp's like, don't eat me. Gyarados is like, I ain't no cannibal. Anyway, till next time, I've had a lot of fun doing this review. I love these. I can't wait for more. Okay, I already said it before, but again, until next time, be kind, happy hunting, and goodbye. See you later. Bye.